the magic of the seasons and their emotions. Hello, welcome to Unraveling Mysteries. Today, we're going to explore a connection that goes beyond the obvious, the deep and mystical relationship between the seasons of the year and our emotions. Have you ever stopped to think that, while the leaves fall in autumn or the flowers bloom in spring, our feelings are also changing? It's no coincidence. Each season carries with it a unique energy that touches our mind, body, and soul in ways we often don't even realize. With every change of season, something transforms inside of us. But what exactly happens when summer fades and winter arrives? Or when spring blooms, bringing a sense of renewal? Stay with me until the end, because the story I'm about to tell will change the way you understand the cycles of nature and the impact they have on your emotions and energy. Chapter 1. The Innovative Alchemy of Nature. Why do the seasons affect our emotions? Let's start with an important question. Why do we feel our energy fluctuate throughout the year? It's not just a psychological phenomenon, but a true dance between our inner selves and what's happening outside in nature. The seasons influence not only what we see and feel, but also how our body responds. For example, did you know that our biological rhythm is directly connected to the cycle of the seasons? The sun temperature, hours of light, and even weather patterns affect our hormones and neurotransmitters, which regulate our emotions. Warm, sunny weather makes us produce more serotonin, the happiness neurotransmitter. On the other hand, the short and cloudy days of winter can increase melatonin production, making us more prone to feeling introspective and sometimes even a bit melancholic. Tip: when we're in tune with the natural rhythm of the seasons, we can learn to better handle our emotional ups and downs, as well as use these changes to recharge and grow. Chapter 2. The Energy of Summer, the time for action and vitality. Summer brings with it expansive, vibrant, and active energy. With long, light-filled days, this season awakens in us a sense of limitless possibility. During the summer, our emotions tend to be more joyful and our energy higher. We're more willing to leave the house, explore the world, and interact with others. There's a collective sense of optimism and a desire to seize every moment. But there's an interesting point here. How can we take advantage of this energy without burning out? Summer can also make us feel overwhelmed due to the pressure of making the most of everything. Understanding the importance of balance during this season is essential to maintaining our vitality. Nevertheless, summer teaches us an important lesson about living in the present, being more in touch with nature, and nourishing our energy with what truly brings us joy. Chapter 3. Autumn, the season of reflection and letting go. As summer gives way to autumn, the energy begins to shift. The leaves fall, and with that, there's a feeling of loss, but also of renewal. Autumn invites us to reflect on what's no longer serving us in our lives, whether it's ideas, emotions, or even relationships, and to let go of what no longer serves us. This season is, by excellence, the time for introspection. Though the weather becomes cooler and the nights longer, autumn carries with it an energy of welcome and pause that makes us look within and reconsider what we truly want for the next cycle. It teaches us about detachment and acceptance, and often prepares us for the great transformations that will happen in our personal and spiritual lives. But at the same time, autumn can also provoke a sense of nostalgia or even sadness. The important thing here is not to resist these feelings, but to learn from them and use them as fuel for internal change. Chapter 4. Winter, the period of stillness and rebirth. When winter arrives, it brings a sense of calm and stillness. The trees are bare, the cold wind cuts through the air, and silence seems to prevail. This is a time for deep reflection, to turn inward and renew the soul. The energy of winter is introspective, allowing us to reflect on the year that passed, take stock, and prepare for what's to come. In winter, emotions can run deeper, and there's an invitation for self-knowledge and contemplation. But it's also a season that can challenge us, as the short days and lack of sunlight may bring feelings of loneliness or melancholy. Here, the secret lies in understanding the power of stillness and waiting. Winter is the perfect time for regeneration, both physically and emotionally. Rather than seeing winter as a season of stagnation, we can view it as an opportunity for personal growth, a time to rest, recover, and rebuild our strength for the arrival of spring. Chapter 5. Spring, the season of hope and renewal. When spring finally arrives, the world bursts into color and fragrance. Nature is in full bloom, and with it, our energy begins to rise. Spring is a time of new beginnings, when our ideas, dreams, and projects seem to come to life again. It's a period of growth and transformation, and the energy is creative, vibrant, and full of promise. Those who are in tune with spring may feel more optimistic, open to new experiences, and eager to start something new. But spring can also bring challenges. Often, new beginnings require courage and the willingness to face uncertainty. During this season, we must be attentive to opportunities, but also to the right moment to take the first step without haste. Chapter 6. The Complete Cycle: How to Find Balance and Sync with the Seasons. Now that we've walked through each season, you might be wondering, how can we integrate all of this into our lives practically? The key is understanding that the seasons not only affect what happens outside, but also what occurs inside of us. Each one brings unique lessons and challenges, but they all have something to teach us about who we are and what we need in order to grow. Recognizing these influences and learning to respect the cycles of nature can help us live in a more balanced, focused, and aligned way with our inner energy. The real magic happens when we manage to flow with nature's changes without resisting them. Instead of fighting against the sadness of winter or the busyness of summer, we can learn to accept and even celebrate every phase of our lives. For those of you who have stayed this far, the big question is, how do the seasons of the year influence our emotions and energy? But first, I would appreciate it if you could leave a like or comment and share it with your friends. Conclusion: the grand finale. The journey of the seasons and continuous transformation. Now that we've journeyed together through each season and explored how they shape our emotions and energy, it's fascinating to realize how each phase holds the power to transform our lives. At every moment in the natural cycle, there is a unique opportunity for growth. Summer teaches us to expand, autumn invites us to reflect and let go, winter gives us space for stillness and renewal, and spring reminds us of the beauty of new beginnings. But what's most intriguing about all of this is understanding that, just like the seasons change, our own emotions are cyclical. Sometimes we're in the spring of our lives, full of energy and possibilities. Other times, we're in the winter, needing rest and renewal. And that's okay, because each of these cycles has something to offer us. The real magic lies in how we can learn to dance with these changes. As we understand more about the energy of each season, we begin to live more aligned, more present, and perhaps even more in harmony with what the universe has to offer. And the journey doesn't stop here. Who knows what the next seasons will bring? What you've learned today may just be the beginning of a new way to perceive the changes around you, to embrace the highs and lows, and to transform your own energy. Each season is a new story waiting to be written. And perhaps what awaits us in the next cycle is even more transformative than we can imagine. Well, on the final screens, you will find other interesting videos. See you later, Curiosity Hunters. Bye.